Hello and welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Hopefully you are having a wonderful day so far. Let's get into our email and see what we have going on. This first email says, "Hiya, if I don't get a new computer soon, I'm gonna scream. I'm a bit obsessed with performance. Does 17,985 sound reasonable for a benchmark score? Please, can you overclock the CPU to 5,000 megahertz? I really want the GPU to be the fastest it can be. Let's aim for 1870 megahertz. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. I'm a total Lian Li fanboy." So for a budget of $5,750, they want a 3D Mark score of 17,985 and an overclocked CPU and GPU. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Let's see. I think I wanted to do, yep, this is the one. It's due tomorrow. It says, "Hey, can I trust you to build me a decent computer? I already ordered my copy of Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Can't wait. Is tomorrow a reasonable deadline?" Let me just say, it is not a reasonable deadline. But anyway, it's just a game. So, I like nice and shiny new components. Intel components are meant to be the bomb. So for a budget of $2250, they want to play Sid Meier's Civilization 6 at minimum spec. All right, let's accept that one. And finally, this one says, "Good day. I need something repaired. It's a bit of a mystery. Can you figure out what's wrong? I waggled the RAM a bit too hard. Sorry, I can't tell you any more than that. It's urgent, so please hurry. Those plastic cyan white cables look really nice." Plastic cyan white. Let's see. I don't think I have those. Let's hop into the shop here real quick. Let's take a look at cables. Cyan white. Plastic pattern cyan white. All right, well, let's add that to the cart. Let's take a look. They've got a Threadripper and they have one stick of RAM. That doesn't make a bit of sense. Neither does having an R9 370. Oh, well, actually, two of them. That doesn't make any sense either. But, you know, whatever. Let's accept that one. We'll figure out what's wrong with it when it actually comes in. I'm sure it's the RAM, though, if they say it is. Let's go back to this one. Let me get some parts put into the shopping cart. And as soon as I have something there for this, I will come right back. All right, so for this overclocking build, we're going to go with the MSI MEG Z390 Ace motherboard, an i9 9900K, 2 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z 8GB 4500 megahertz, 2 Zotac RTX 2080 Ti Amp Extreme graphics cards, 1200 watt EVGA power supply, 2 terabyte Seagate Barracuda, a 2 terabyte Patriot Viper M.2 drive. We're going to put that in the Lian Li PC011 Dynamic. We're also going to custom water cool that processor, so we're going to go with an Alpha Cool block, an EK reservoir, and an Alpha Cool 360 millimeter radiator. All right, so for this next one, they want to play a Sid Meier's Civilization 6 by tomorrow. So let's pull up Will It Run? Let's find. There it is. And what did they want? Recommended spec. Minimum spec. So for their budget of $2250, I'm pretty sure we can do a lot better than minimum spec. But here's the minimum spec: an i5 6400 and a GTX 960. I'm going to step away again and get some parts for this one put into the cart, and I will be right back. All right, so for this build to play Sid Meier's Civilization 6, we're going to go with the Gigabyte Z370 Aorus Ultra motherboard, an i5 9600K, a Kraken X42, 2 sticks of Gigabyte RAM, 8GB 3200 megahertz, a Gigabyte GTX 1070, a Gigabyte 750 watt power supply, a Patriot Viper M.2 drive, 1 terabyte, and a 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. We're going to put that in the Corsair Carbide Air 740. All right, let's close a little bit of this stuff out. Let's go ahead and order all of this for next day. Let's go here and order all of this for next day. Let's go end our day, and we can get everything in, and we can get to work. Listen to this thing ding at us for a bit. There we go. Go to work. Let's get our parts here. So grab our repair, put that up there. Let's see, let's put our Lian Lee case over there. And the Corsair here. Let's get the proper sticky notes. Let's see, Ancient Terrence goes with that one. And PMC Karan with that one. Okay, let's take a look at this computer and see if we can figure out what is wrong with it. Let's power it on, see if it does anything. Maybe it will give us an error. No RAM. All right. Might be an easy fix. Let's pop this stick of RAM out. Take a look at it here. It is broken. 8 gig, 4,000 megahertz. I don't know. 16 gig, 4,000 megahertz. I don't know that I've got an... Oh, here's one. It's used. We'll just order them a new one. But they also wanted cables. So let's remove... Let's remove all these cables. At least all the red ones. Let's see, let's take this side of the case off, make sure we didn't miss any cables. Because they wanted... Let's see, what was it? Plastic patterned cyan white cables. So let's cable things back up here. I don't know if I would have paired that together, but it's not terrible. Let's go order their stick of RAM. Let's get that out of our way here. So we were looking for, what was it? 4,000 megahertz, 8 gig. So this here, let's order that. Let's go ahead and get same day, because it's just money. We can go ahead and pop that RAM back in. Let's get rid of the broken one. We'll get our $4. There we go. Let's see if this bad boy boots up now. Good to go. Let's get this case put back together, and we can get this thing out in the hallway and out of our hair. All right, out in the hall with you. Let's start on this build to play Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Let's go ahead and get our motherboard in first. It is the Gigabyte Z370 Aorus. Get that screwed down. Let's get it ready for RAM and CPU. Let's go ahead and grab the CPU here. This is the i5 9600K. And it is also getting 2 sticks of Gigabyte Aorus RAM. Let's see, where am I going? So let's get that installed. Let's get this fan out of here, because we are going to put a cooler there, hopefully. Hopefully it will fit there. We will find out shortly. Let's go ahead and get our storage installed here. It is this 1 terabyte drive, as well as a 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. So let's go ahead and get that in as well. we can get this thing ready to accept the graphics card. But let's go ahead first, get some thermal paste on here, and let's make sure our cooler fits. It's the Kraken X42. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. All right. Let's get our graphics card in. This is the Gigabyte Aorus, a GTX 1070. We can come around this side. We can get our power supply in, which is also Gigabyte 750 watt. We should be ready to cable this up. Let's grab some cables. Let's do some orange. See if we can't match some of the Gigabyte colors. Get everything cabled up here. Maybe. There we go. And we can go ahead, get a USB drive put here. We will see if this bad boy powers up. We can hop into the BIOS. We're going to go ahead and turn our XMP on. Make sure we are booting from the correct drive. We can let the OS install. Ooh, this mismatch of colors here is terrible. So let's go ahead. Let's fix that. Let's get our lighting app on. Go ahead and restart. I don't know why some of these game sounds are quiet. Some are super loud. Like the OS starting up. I try to fix it in post so it doesn't blow out you guys' eardrums. It's definitely loud for me. Let's get everything to match the Gigabyte orange color here. Ah, much better. Let's get this case put back together. We should be done with this build. I think that turned out pretty nice. I'm not going to complain. All right, let's get that one out in the hallway. And we can get started on this one that needs to be overclocked. Whoops. I can remember how to take this case apart. Okay. Let's get our motherboard in first. We've got the MSI MEG Z390 Ace. Ooh, get that screwed down. This thing is getting 2 graphics cards. Let's get this ready for RAM and CPU, as well as M.2 drive. Let's go ahead and get all those things installed. It's getting a 9900K and 2 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z 8 gig of 4500 megahertz, which is the fastest RAM this motherboard can handle. Let's go ahead and get our M.2 drive installed here. It is the Patriot Viper 2 terabyte. Oh, will it not go under the cover? Oh well, we'll put it here. Let's get some thermal paste on here. Now let's hop over to the custom water cooling section and go ahead and get our CPU block, which is the Alpha Cool. We can get that installed. Let's go ahead and get our radiator in as well. It's the 360 millimeter Alpha Cool radiator. And we'll get our reservoir in a minute, but let's go ahead and get our graphics cards installed in here. We've got 2 of these Zotac 2080 Ti's, which just barely fit in this case. Okay. Should be ready now. We can put our reservoir in. It's this Revo D5. Really, it won't fit? What's blocking it? Is it the cable? These usually fit in this case. Uh-oh. What other... I don't have any other reservoirs. Let's take a look. Hopefully, normally I don't have a problem fitting reservoirs in that case. It can take just about anything, but let's take a look. Maybe we can get one of these tiny little ones from Alpha Cool. Let's buy that. Let's see if it fits. If not, I'm gonna have to go with an AIO in there. Could just be because of how thick these graphics cards are. Let's see if we can fit this res. Nope. We are not going to be able to put a reservoir in this one. Dang it. Dang it all. That's not cool. I was hoping to get some good overclocking on this. Alright, well, let's go get a 360 millimeter AIO. We can put that in there and it will work. Just won't look quite as cool. Let's just grab this Corsair one. We'll do same day. Well, that just sucks. Probably should have made sure that would fit in this case. Oh well. Let's see. Let's see if we can get the AIO to fit in here. That does fit, so that's good. Okay. Let's get our power supply in. We've also got a hard drive we still need to put in this one. We're going to put this 1200 watt power supply in here just to make sure we've got enough juice to run everything. Let's get that slid out and we can get our hard drive put in. It's the 2 terabyte. Get that back in there. Let's go ahead and put this panel back on. And we can start wiring this up. I don't know what color this stuff lights up, so I'm just going to find some cables that maybe I like. Let's see what we've got. I know we've got some that are multiple colors here. Maybe we can try this blue, green, yellow. Maybe that'll look good. I know this case can light up different colors. Starts off green with Razer, the Razer logo there. So maybe we can make other things look green as well. But let's go ahead and power this thing on. Let's hop into the BIOS. So make sure our XMP is turned on. I wanted to overclock this CPU. Do I still want to do it? Maybe we'll go to 5100 megahertz. Let's go ahead and stick our USB drive in since I forgot to do that first. Make sure we're booting from the right drive. Let's go ahead and apply changes and let the OS install. I want to change some colors, so let's get the lighting app. Let's get 3D Mark. And let's get GPU Tuner all installed. Let this thing restart again. Let's take a look at these colors, because it's kind of a vomit of color. That's right. That right there is kind of working. Corsair isn't. The Zotac orange colors aren't really working, so maybe we'll try to change those. Let's see. If we just do... change all that to green. That works for me. Alright, so they wanted their GPU overclocked. I don't remember what too, so let's take a look here. 1870. Let's crank that up. Let's take this to 1870. We'll apply that. I'm going to go ahead and get a 3D Mark running. If we get a score, or if it blue screens or whatever, as soon as we have it, I will come right back and show you guys. All right, so a 20,107. They wanted 17,985, I believe. Yeah, 17,985. We definitely provided them more than what they were looking for. They should be very happy. Let's close that out. Let's close that out. Let's get this case put back together. And we can get this out in the hall and collect our money. Get this top panel on here. I think we are all assembled. Let's take a look. I think that turned out very nice. I love this case. It's a good looking case. All right, let's get this thing out in the hall. Let's get back in our email. Let's collect our money. Let's go ahead and collect that one since we are already on it. We can come back down here. Let's collect that one. Excellent. And what was the other one we did? Rig is broken. That's the one. Let's collect that one. Okay. So we unlocked whatever that is, a Gamer Storm, a new Arc 90, possibly a cooler. Got some daily deals. Got some more emails for more episodes. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you know as soon as another one of my videos goes live. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next episode.